So I got to thank Father Paul for letting me come and be guest homilist here. He's not here, but he also told me that the school's beginning, so he wanted me to give you all a test. So that you'd have your first test here. So you all ready? So you can answer the questions. You don't have to raise your hand, just answer out loud. But if you get it wrong, you got to come to the next Mass because I'm doing it again and you'll know the answers. So you ready? What was the sacramental that we received on Ash Wednesday? Ashes? You're good. What did we bless on Palm Sunday? Palms. Oh, y'all are catching on. You're good. 100 so far. How many of the 10 Commandments were there? So I got 97 more. You want me to continue? No, I didn't think so. No, that's not the reason I'm here. I found out in my life that there's been 3 books that have shaped and changed and guided me through my life and through my ministry. One is the Bible. Another is a book that you all are going to get to receive. It's called Your Money Counts. And another is a book called The Generosity Factor. That's what I'd like to talk about this morning. So I'm a retired banker after 24 years in banking. I've been a deacon for 24 years. And so what I've found in my banking life and in my diaconal life is that the one thing that people don't know how to handle or manage is money and finances. So in my banking life and my ministry life, I got a book called Compass. And I started teaching Compass. Compass says that there are 2,500 verses in the Bible that talk about money and possessions. Now, as part of my diaconal training, they had me read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Never done that before in my life. I found out a lot of other people hadn't done it either. And what I found out in studying the Bible and going through Compass is that it's true. 2,500 verses on money and possessions. You think God and Jesus knew we needed some help? That he was trying to tell us something? And he did tell us something. What God says about money and possessions in your life is in this book. And what I'm going to encourage you to do today is to sign up and do a Catholic Compass study. Now, when I started doing this, it was heavily Protestant. And a couple of years ago, a couple rewrote it. They added the catechism and all of our beliefs. And now we have a book called Catholic Compass. Katie Shepard has had it here for a number of years, and she's teaching it. And we're trying to facilitate and get more people to sign up because this book will change your life. I've seen it change too many people's lives and show them what God wants them to do with their lives and their possessions. One of the other books that I've read and that really has had an impact on me is The Generosity Factor. This is a book about Truett Cathy. Truett Cathy is the founder of Chick-fil-A. And I'm not going to tell you the whole book, but here's how the book goes. There's a young stockbroker, very wealthy, very successful, that reads an article in the Wall Street Journal. And after he reads the article, he calls up the young lady that wrote the article and he says, "This can't be real. This guy can't be doing all this stuff." She said, "It is, I promise." She said, "I want to meet him." She said, "Fine." Gave him his phone number. Calls Truett Cathy up. Guess what? He answers the phone. And he says, "Are you for real? What is the generosity factor?" Truett Cathy says, "I can't tell you. I can show you. If you want to come visit with me, spend some time, I'll show you what the generosity factor is." He does that. He spends a number of visits with Truett Cathy, going around with him. Going to Atlanta, that's where he lives. At the end of it, he calls the young lady up and he says, "I spent time with him, very impressive, but I don't know what the generosity factor is. Do you? She said, no, let's get together and talk about it. And what they figured out and wrote down was, this is what Truett Cathy said to him. He owns it all. Every day is an opportunity. Action is required. Remember your blessings and thank him every day. When they wrote that down, you know what it spells? Heart. It spells heart. It's guided by ministry all through. That I want the heart of Jesus Christ. He owns it all. We come into this world with nothing. We leave with nothing. God owns everything. We talk about it in Catholic Compass that we are just temporary here. But we are stewards of the blessings of what God has given us. God owns it all. Every day is an opportunity for us. Every day we can get up and we can bless somebody. We can serve God's people. We can live our lives in service of others. And every day is an opportunity to change and grow and be a better person of God. Action is required. We can't just sit in the pews. We've got to be involved. We've got to be doing stuff. Action is required in our faith life and in our Catholic life. Remember your blessings. Golly Moses. We live in a country, in a world, in a town. It's crazy how good it is. Write it down. Remember all the things that you are blessed with. You'll be amazed. And we need to do that. We need to understand how blessed we are as a people. Thank him every day. Be thankful for what God has given you. No matter how small or what it is, be thankful. Be thankful that we wake up and we get an opportunity to be Christ to other people. Heart is what it's all about. Truett Cathy knew that. He preached that and he lived that. And I ask all of you to use that acronym of HEART to guide your lives. I've been involved with an organization called Generous Giving. Now, Generous Giving is a privately funded organization, and all it does, and I know you're not going to believe this, is talk to people about the joy of generosity. The joy of generosity. You know, I grew up having an obligation to give, having a duty to give. And Generous Giving shows me the joy of generosity. We do that, we've done it on a national level, but we do that with a jog, J-O-G. It's called a Journey of Generosity. And you can have an invitation to a jog. Katie Shepherd or Father Paul or myself would be happy to send you an invitation to a jog. This is an overnight retreat, fully paid for. You don't pay for anything. We feed you, we house you, we have a wonderful place in Stanford, Kentucky that we do these at. And it's crazy how much it blesses you to understand the joy of generosity. So I want you to think about this too. There's the currency of generosity. The currency of generosity is what Jesus did. Jesus used the currency of relationships. He was the master builder of relationships. And you and I need to use the currency of relationships. Relationships within our family. Relationships within our work. Relationships within our church. So we can be the hands and the eyes and the feet of Jesus Christ and show him to all that we meet. Use the currency of relationship and be generous with it. The currency of strength. God gifted each one of you all with gifts. We need to find out what those gifts are and use them. There are strengths. Don't let people have you into things that you're not very good at. The currency of strengths, and God gifted each one of us with them. The last is the currency of resources. Now, yeah, your money is one of your resources, but it's only one of your resources. The currency of resources is time. How do you spend your time? Do you volunteer? Do you work for the church? The currency of time. Your house is a resource. Your car is a resource. We all have resources that we can use and we can give and we can bless others with. So I want you to pray. This is what I want you to pray. I want you to pray that you'll read one of these books and you'll think about a Catholic compass study. I want you to pray that you will understand the joy of generosity and you will use the currencies that I've talked about. And when you pray, God answers more than you say. God hears more than you ask. And God gives more than you can imagine in His own time and in His own way. God bless you all.